through the wooded terrain at the western end of Gun Lake. For more on this, we have reached Sylvie Sturgis. She has a family cabin at Gun Lake where the Downton Lake wildfire is burning, and she joins us now from North Vancouver. So Sylvie, I want to first of all get a sense of how you're feeling after having to evacuate your family cabin.
It's kind of sad. Like, we're all pretty sad that we're away from the cabin at this our precious time that we spend there every year. So we're definitely feeling concerned about what's happening there and wondering, if there was something more that we could have done to prevent what's happened today.
Can you paint us a picture on what you saw of the Gun Lake fire?
Sure. So we had been there for about 10 days by the time, we were needing to evacuate. And over the days before, it had just been kind of smoky in the sky. And as you were mentioning, you can smell it, but it's not really kind of in your face all the time. But on Monday night, we could see through the darkness that there was flames and trees candling across the lake from us, which we hadn't seen before. Previously, it had just kind of been over the ridge on Mount Penrose. And so we called in because we thought this was definitely a change in the action of the fire.
And how hopeful are you that the fire can be contained in time?
Well, I know that there's, about 130 crew working, and there's multiple helicopters and heavy machinery there. So I'm feeling pretty good. There's many volunteers from the local community who are also helping, who have, been working night and day to help put the fire out and prevent any further damage to structures. So I'm feeling pretty good about how the fire is being stemmed so far. But it just kind of makes us concerned about going forward, what could be happening in the future, because it definitely is not going to be the last time.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about that, Sylvie. Looking forward, what do you hope officials have learned in this fire season to help make sure that this doesn't happen again?
Well, I feel like there's just way too much dead wood and fuel for fires like this that doesn't get removed by logging companies or anyone involved in the forestry industry. So I think that something needs to happen in order to get rid of some of that dead fuel, either, getting rid of it on the spot once it's logged, because the wood itself often doesn't have much value. If it's dead trees, logging companies don't want to deal with it, and it's very costly to remove from this kind of terrain, which is very steep and dangerous.
And what are you hoping to hear during this unprecedented time for BC's fire season?
Well, I'm hoping that we're going to learn from the past few years, and that, someone is going to figure out that we need to prevent rather than just always be reacting to fires like this, because it's not going to be the last time. And so more that can be, studied and prepared, there are practices that are available that can be done to mitigate this kind of fire situation. And I think we're just not doing enough.
Well, Sylvie, all the best this fire season for you and others in the area. Thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Thanks so much, Juanita.
South Korea announced today